Hey guys, what is going on? Bobblez here. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how to get more points in arena mode for a kind of average player, because I consider myself as a pretty mediocre player. Yeah, I can still actually get quite a few points per game in this arena mode. Now I'm going to be talking about both for solo and duo, because I have been streaming a lot playing duos, and obviously in between that I do play quite a few games as solos. And the tips I do give you are actually very beneficial if you do use them, if you want more points and to not just rushing and die. So the first thing that I want to actually talk to you guys about is actually the point system in general. So obviously for solos and duos the rules are slightly different because the whole placement things are different obviously for the points. So with these points I just want to discuss about placements only, not about the victory and not about the eliminations, just placements. So if we take a look at the solos, firstly if you come in top 25 you get 3 points, which is the first load of points that you'll get if you obviously haven't had an elimination. And 3 points is a lot in this game mode, especially if you're in the first 3 divisions and you're not actually paying any points for the bus fare at the start. Then these 3 points are big. That is definitely something you want to aim for, because if you get 3 eliminations and only make it to top 50, it's the same than to actually reach this top 25 and not gambling your life basically. So obviously play it safe and try and aim for this top 25. And for the next one you have to reach top 15, and that's for another 2 points, and top 5 is another 2 points. So in total, if you come top 5, no matter if you have a kill or not, you have a total of 7 points, which is huge. Like I was saying, if it's within the first divisions, then you're getting straight up 7 points. If you're in the 4th or 5th division, depending on if you're solo or duos, then obviously you've only got to deduct 1 point off of that, maybe 2. But that is not bad. That is a big chunk, and that is without eliminations. So my first proper big advice for you guys is to go for the placements. If you're like me, you can jump into a game at retail, you might get 2-3 kills, yeah great, and then you get killed. And not getting those placements, you're missing out on so many free points practically for not having to do anything. Play it safe, don't go for the gunfights, and in this solo you will get a lot of points. And especially for solo players, if you're third partying, that's great, because you can try and pick people off, but keep on moving away so that obviously players don't know where you are. That's the biggest tip. If they don't know where you are, they can't kill you, and you'll get a higher placement. It is very simple Fortnite knowledge, but I know a lot of people aren't actually doing that. So trying to stay hidden is a big thing. I know it's fun building and taking on all these big builder battles, but at the end of the day, if you're not going to get your placement for it, if you know you're not going to win a gunfight, don't do it, because this is competitive. You get points for this. You want to rank up. And then moving on to duos, it's slightly different like I was saying. So for them first 3 points, you actually need to come in top 12, which again isn't too bad. It's not drastic, but it does seem a lot different. It seems a lot harder because obviously there's duos. And for the next one, it's to come top 7. And again, that's for 2 points. And then for another 2 points, it's top 3. Top 3 in duos, it's kind of tricky, but for them extra 2 points to get 7 in total, it's definitely worth going for, especially if you see that there's like 10 players left and you're in your duo. You really want to try and stay hidden to get to that top 3, so then you can actually get the points. There's no point in challenging the other 4 people that are currently battling, because if someone then comes along, they know where you are and they snipe you, it's over and you haven't got the extra 2 points. And 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it is in this game mode. So now you know all the placement points. Obviously that is a lot, and for both solo and duo it is 1 point per elimination. Now if your duo partner gets an elimination, that also counts as a point towards you. So I do recommend, if you can, play in duos, because the more eliminations, the more points obviously, and if your buddy is getting kills, especially if they're better than you, then it's easy points for you, so that's a win-win. Now obviously you don't have to play for duo, you can just play solo, but like I said, you're going to have to kind of carry yourself and get eliminations and work on the placement yourself. And of course, if you do actually get the victory royale, then it is another 3 points, which is actually really good. It's the highest amount that you can get of points in one go. So obviously every game you play you want to get victory royale, but especially in this arena mode, really try and go for it. Now another really big tip I want to tell you guys is that with Fortnite they actually reverted it back to the normal Fortnite, so you don't no longer get health and shield for eliminations, and also when you get the eliminations you don't get the mats in your inventory. So that is a very big thing that they've done. I personally haven't been playing any non-arena mode, and that is only for the normal pub games. So obviously another tip is that you've got to bear in mind when you play these arena games that you will be getting the health and shield and the mats from eliminating opponents. So if you think that you see a easy kill, then obviously go for it, but you've got to bear in mind if you're third partying this and one guy that you think is low actually gets elimination, their health is then going to go up by 50. So you want to be careful that if you start shooting, that they're actually going to have more health, and they are going to obviously be harder to kill, so you got to bear that in mind so you don't actually end up dying yourself. But I definitely think that it is good that they have this in the arena mode, because obviously it is a little bit more sweaty than the normal pub games, but it is good that they kind of match you with the skill level that you're on. Now finally, my last little tip is kind of obvious, but you do need to be aware of this, is that when you're actually playing and you're ranking up, more divisions that you go through, from 4 and onwards, you are going to have to be paying the bus fare, so you're going to be losing points per game. So you really have to be careful with this, because obviously you jump into a game and you die straight away, you're minus a point. You do the same, you're minus another point. And if you're in Division 5 and you play duos, you do actually have to take 2 points off. And then from Division 7, it's 3 points off per game. So if you're either not getting 3 eliminations, or if you're not making that top 25 or top 12 for duos, then you're going to be losing points. So you really need to be careful and make sure you play safe the higher the divisions you go for. And if you're in a duo, then obviously you're going to have to do a lot of communicating to make sure that you are both working hard to get the points, to get the eliminations and the placements, because otherwise you're just going to be losing points and it's not going to be fun from there on. Yeah, they are some little tips that I have got for you guys, just for your average players basically. Obviously if you're amazing at the game, you can just jump in and get 50 kills and win the game, and that's good for you, 50 points. Obviously not 50, but you know. But yeah, this is basically for players like myself. You're going to aim more for the placements because it's just a bit easier then. You can get a couple of kills in between. But that is basically my tips for ranking up the fastest in this arena mode. That's how I've been doing it. And I'm currently at this moment 9 points off of Division 5. So I'm going to be smashing it out to get to Division 5 today. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Obviously, leave a like if you have found it useful and subscribe to me for more Fortnite content. But anyway, thanks for watching guys. See ya.